All right. So now we are live on both YouTube and LinkedIn. So for anyone joining us from YouTube and LinkedIn, once again, welcome to today's cybersecurity webinar. The topic is Agentic AI in cybersecurity, a very interesting topic to talk about. We also have a wonderful speaker joining us today. I'll give his introduction shortly, but before that, let me take a look at all the introductions that have come in. So there's Fred joining us from Tanzania. Hi, Fred. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Sohail. Hello, Mehul from London. Rohit Yadav from Mumbai. Hi, Raghav. Hi, Alex from Peru. Raja S from India. Hi, Rohan from Pune. Hi, Kumar Vivek. So he's a cybersecurity solutions architect with 18 years of experience. That's great to know. Hi, Aman. Hi, Karthik. Hi, Confidence from Nigeria. Great. Hi, Payal. Hi, Ravi. Hi, Ravindra. So many wonderful introductions. Thank you all for being so active in the chat and telling us where you're joining us from. So it's a mix of audience joining us from across the world, which is wonderful to see. So before we begin, I would also like to introduce myself. I'm Shweta, and I will be your host for today's session. We have a wonderful speaker, like I mentioned earlier. So we have Harshvardhan joining us. I'll introduce him shortly, but before that, let us quickly go through the ground rules for today's webinar. If you have any questions, I request all of you to post your questions in the Q&A box. So this will ensure that your questions are addressed. We have a dedicated Q&A section towards the end of the webinar. So if you probably ask your questions in the chat, we might miss out on it because of the high volume of questions and messages we receive there. So please post your questions in the Q&A and we'll definitely take it up towards the end. Let's use the chat box effectively and let's refrain from sharing any external links in the chat. We would really like to keep these conversations related to today's topic, also because the topic is really interesting. And finally, for the question which is always asked the most, which is your certificate of participation, we will be sharing a poll towards the end of the webinar. You will have to fill your full name in the poll to receive your certificate, the recording, and the slide deck to your email ID, and you will definitely receive that within the next 48 working hours. So these are our ground rules, and I hope we are aligned on the same. You guys can give me a thumbs up or any kind of reaction, so that would be great from your side. All right. Yeah, thank you so much for that. So let's move on. So before we go ahead, I just quickly want to ask all of you, have you attended our webinars before? Have you been a participant? Or is this your first time attending a Simplilearn webinar? If this is your first time, please comment or type first in the chat. If you've attended webinars before, you can mention the number of times you've attended if you remember. Okay, so many first timers. Third time, first, all right. 5 times, second time, first time, multiple times. Great to see this. Very happy to see a lot of you who've attended webinars before and attending again. That's great news for us. So you all would probably know about Simplilearn, but for anyone who's joining us for the first time, once again, thank you for joining us. We hope you have a wonderful experience with us. I'll quickly take 2 minutes of your time to let you know what we do at Simplilearn. So at Simplilearn, our goal is to transform lives by empowering people through digital skills. And we do these through multiple courses that we offer in different domains that are there. We have already helped over 15 million learners advance their careers across 150 plus countries. And we do these through global partnerships. For anyone who has attended webinars before, you would already know the kind of programs that we provide and our partnerships as well. So some of the key partners that we have are university partners and industry partners, some of the most reputed institutions and universities like Michigan Professional Education, Virginia Tech, Google, Microsoft, AWS, and a lot more. And today we're going to be talking about IIIT-B as well. IIIT-B offers a special course in cybersecurity, about which we will definitely talk about in the coming slides. So there are some key metrics that we wanted to highlight here, something that talks about the kind of experience that you can expect from us. in the next 1 hour. So most of our learners have reported a 50% salary hike on completion of courses with us. We have also been rated 4.8 out of 5 by most of our learners. So this is the kind of experience we've delivered to all of our learners. And one of the main highlights we have is that we have a graduation rate of 80%, which is higher than most of our competitors, also because we ensure that our learners stick with us till the very end. They don't drop off. We have a very good support system that always helps them, and we hope to maintain that as well. So these are some of the great highlights that we have and wanted to emphasize in this session. So before we move ahead, I'm sure all of you are waiting to hear about our speaker, and I am very happy to introduce our speaker for today's session. So joining us today is Harshvardhan Penugonda, a site reliability engineer at Morgan Stanley with extensive experience in cloud infrastructure, DevOps, automation, and building scalable systems. Throughout his career, he's worked across leading organizations, giving him a strong hands on experience in designing and securing modern technology environments. What makes Harsha a great speaker for today's topic is his practical approach to AI and cybersecurity. His work focuses on AI driven engineering, cloud native technologies, and also applying automation to solve real world engineering and security challenges. So, the insights he will be sharing today actually comes from real industry experience and not just theory. So, I'm sure that all of you are going to get a lot of value from today's session. So, Harsha, we are really thrilled to have you with us. I'm sure everyone's waiting to hear more from you. So, over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Shweta. Such a great introduction. Thank you so much. And hello, everyone. Good evening. Um, hope everybody is having a great evening ahead. So I really appreciate all of you for taking time, a valuable time apart from your work, and you are spending your time to learn something or to get something um, in your out of work hours. That truly tremendous. That is what I actually did. So yeah, I'm looking forward for today's session. So as Shweta mentioned, today we are going to understand. How AI is actually affecting cybersecurity in the positive way and also in a negative way, in specific agentic AI. So how we can do how can we apply the automations on cybersecurity? Because cybersecurity is a domain where AI, it is very hard for AI to replace because it requires the human intervention. The roles like infrastructure engineering, and which closely are related to the what I can say, the infrastructure of the systems. So it is very hard for the AI to replace, but of course we can leverage with AI. So I wanted I want to listen the enthusiasm all of you on the screen, everyone. So can you please show your enthusiasm of the chat section? So how excited are you today? So that I can give you the expectations for today's specific session. Meanwhile, I will share my screen. Meanwhile, you, yeah. Give me a second. Hope everybody is ready for the session. So I am also very excited. So yeah. Yeah, got it. So Shweta, it seems a lot of students are quite
Yeah.
interested, and of course, yeah. So let me share my screen quickly. So please acknowledge everyone whether you will be able to see my screen or not.
Yeah, your screen is visible.
Oh, give me a second. So in today's session, what I'll do is I'll walk you through the how AI is going to revolutionize the era of cybersecurity, and also how we can use or how we can leverage the agentic AI. Okay, so how we can leverage this cybersecurity domain. Maybe it might be IT security, it might be anything with the help of agentic AI. Okay, so now I'm sharing a screen right now. So please acknowledge me whether you will be able to see my screen or not. So you must see my screen now. Um, yeah, got it. So can anybody acknowledge whether you will be able to see my screen or not?
Yes, it's
Yeah,
visible. We've gotten responses.
got it. Got it. So yeah. So now let's try to understand with a small example or with small scenario that let's say you are in a midnight. So you know SOC, right? Of course, a lot of people might be knowing about SOC, Security Operations Centers. So these are the centers where if any attacks or any cybersecurity incidents will be alerted to these specific centers. So the people in the SOC, like SOC analysts or SOC people, they will take care of those cybersecurity incidents and they will try to figure them out. Okay, so let's say it's a night 2 a.m. You are in India and a small alert, or not a small, a cybersecurity alert was fired in the SOC. Okay, so here let's imagine that instead of waking you, like you waking you at 2 a.m. in the midnight, let's say we have an AI agent which spots the error or which spots the incident and threat, and it recommends a fix within minutes, and it also fixes the system. A machine is there for you which is helping you to automate your work, not a machine, maybe an agent. Okay, so this is how AI agent is going to revolutionize. It is it is architect or orchestrated such that any cybersecurity incident or maybe any SOC alert is going to given as an input to our AI agent. What AI agent will do? It is going to understand the whole alert, the description of the alert, the cause of the alert, everything. It is going to it is going to read, and then it is going to take a decision by itself. Okay, Harsha, so some security alert came, so now what I need to do? It is not going to ask any human, it is going to take decision within itself, and that too within minutes, and it is going to fix. Okay, such kind of operations that we can do using agentic AI. Okay, so now let's try to understand this. The question isn't whether about AI will be a part of cybersecurity or not. Of course, it is a very beautiful thing that you need to understand, everybody. Okay, so here you should not think about whether AI will be a part of cybersecurity or not. It's whether you know how to work alongside it. It's whether you know how to leverage AI to improve your productivity of your work or to improve the effectivity of the work. So this is very simple. Okay, so here AI never replace human in such complex situations. Okay, it requires human intervention. Okay, but AI agents can be built in such a way that it is going to take the actions autonomously. Okay, so of course there would be some impact. It is not going to replace the humans, it is going to replace the persons who are not able to understand AI or who are not able to follow AI alongside with the current domain. In our domain, SRE, site reliability engineer, the current domain I'm working in the DevOps also, we will use AI to analyze the logs to detect the errors. Okay, so AI is everywhere, but it is just that how you're optimally using it. Okay, so now let's try to understand the whole agenda for today's session. Okay, so now we'll try to understand why AI is now a top priority in cybersecurity, because attackers are now going to be tremendous. They are taking advantage of AI and they are fastened their attacking process. Previously, it is going to take them a multiple hours, maybe multiple days to attack a system. But now, with the help of AI, the attackers were tremendously able to attack that specific software within seconds or within minutes. So we should also build system such a way that we should defend ourselves within seconds. Okay, that is why we are learning today about this agentic AI. Okay, so now we also understand. Previously, we have traditional AI. ChatGPT normal is traditional AI. Okay. Whenever you write an email, you just ask ChatGPT, you give a prompt, it will give you output. That is called as traditional AI. So here, how different uh, agentic AI is from traditional AI. So why we are not using traditional AI in our current systems? Why only agentic AI? Okay, here we can discuss about the key terms like autonomy, decision making, and goal driven execution. Okay, and also we'll try to understand why different organizations like IBM, Google, different kinds of multinational companies are investing abundant amount of funds in in AI driven security operations. Okay, and also we'll try to understand where the specific security professionals fit as AI is going to take more of the work. Because let's say before 2023 or 24, the work of what I can say SOC and analyst might be a different thing, but now it is more modernized, more standardized and automated. Few things, there are some changes in the roles and responsibilities, right? We also try to understand them. Okay, so now let's have a small question. So before we start, which describes best your role? Take the options over the screen: SOC analyst, ITSM, IT security manager, Cisco related roles, security architect, and maybe exploring who are trying to switch to this domain, and someone very curious about this AI. Please respond over the chat section, everyone. IT security manager, SOC exploring. 5 and 6 means exploring and very curious about AI. Cloud security manager. Okay, if the role is not mentioned over here, you can write your role over there. It's completely fine. IT security manager. Cool. We have a lot of IT SMs, and also we have SOC analysts, and also we have Cisco related roles. Okay, and also I'm very happy that a lot of professionals have a good amount of interest on agentic AI and AI, and they're exploring this stuff. I really appreciate all of you. Okay, so and I also appreciate all the individuals who are already in the roles of SOC analyst, IT security engineer or manager, and cloud architect, because you guys are fast forwarding and you're also moving alongside with the revolution of AI era. Okay, because we should upskill ourselves continuously, because the every day you can see a very new update in the era of AI. So that's why at least you need to make sure that you are what I can say, following with the recent stuff and also upskilling yourself as much as possible. Okay, so now let's move on with the first part. Let's in this first part we'll try to understand why agentic AI is a biggest shift right now in across all the domains, not only cybersecurity but also different domains. Okay, but we'll discuss about only security here, like SOC related stuff, cybersecurity. Okay, so if I talk about the numbers, this 48% of the top emerging threat of security professionals identifying that agentic AI and autonomous systems are going to help the cybersecurity, also adversely affect the cybersecurity in the year like at the end of 2026. Okay, so here let's try to understand why agentic AI matters over here. Okay, so here attack and defense, they are evolving together. So attack, as I mentioned, attackers are updating themselves with a lot. They are taking advantage of AI, they are taking advantage of AI models and machine learning also in some cases, and they are attacking like this. They are attacking very fastly. And defense also should evolve together. So that's why agentic AI came into picture. So here, autonomy means automatically detecting the frauds, automatically detecting the SOC alerts and mitigating it and trying to fix it. Here, the autonomy plays a pivotal role in detecting the issue and reporting the issue to the relevant stakeholders and taking the relevant action. Okay, and also here, previously we don't have AI agents. So here we will be having only one identity check, whether he's a human or not. Now, there is one more identity challenge. So here, of course, AI agents are non-human identities. Of course, they need a dedicated access controls, because we can't give all the access as same as the person to the agents, right? So agents, we will be giving some specific some particular access to them which they are supposed to work on. Okay, so here we must understand that the more independently AI can act, the more securely it must and should be governed. Because if you're giving a free wings to AI, you must take care of its governance. It's a security operations, because you must take care that how securely it is managing your tasks. Okay, you can give a full access to your system, but make sure that access is secure. Okay, so now let's try to understand what is agentic AI and what is regular AI assistant, which is nothing but a traditional AI. Okay, so here let's talk about the regular AI assistant first. Okay, so here the regular AI assistant, it is going to wait for the user prompt. Of course, ChatGPT is not going to give you the answer until and unless you are giving the input. Yes or no? ChatGPT is going to give you the output if and only if you're giving the input. Right? Let's say, what is the weather right now? Hey, give me answer for, or rewrite this specific email, or rewrite this specific paragraph. If you give input, then only ChatGPT processes and gives us the output. Okay. And also it answers for one request, one answer. Okay, and it suggests what to do. Means, Harsha, you can do this. If you're asking to rewrite a mail, it is just giving you the draft of that mail. It is not going to actually send mail. It is going to help you. It is going to suggest you what kind of mail that you can give with. Okay, and also it depends on the user to act, whether you take the draft or not. Let's say ChatGPT gave you the rephrased or neatly corrected version of your email. Now it is on you whether you are going to use that draft to use in your email or not. It completely depends on you, and it operates within one interaction. Now let's shift our wings to the agentic AI. Okay, so agentic AI pursues a defined objective. Let's say I am creating one agent. Okay, let's say I want to book a ticket in a railway. Of course, it is not done yet, but I'm just giving you an example. Okay, let's say I want to book a railway ticket on the platform. So here I'm going to build an agent which is specifically designed for booking Indian railway tickets, or maybe any tickets, bus tickets, train tickets. You will be giving one defined objective, end goal for that specific agent. That is a main rule of AI agent, where you must define an objective or expected outcome from the agent. Okay, so what is our objective in this case? It is going to understand the whole process, and it is going to book a railway ticket for you. It takes the input from you, anything, it takes all the things from you, and autonomously it is going to book a railway ticket for you. Okay, and here, is it going to complete the whole booking process in one single step? No, right? First, it needs to take the input from you, and then it needs to search for the trains which are given from station to station, date, and everything. So, searching for the correct trains is one task. After searching for the trains, next selecting one train, and also giving all the relevant details, passenger details, is one task. Like automating, like giving the captcha and everything is one task, and payment is another task. Okay, here you might be getting a doubt, sir, how payment is going to be automated? So here I'm just giving you an example. Okay, it can't be done by AI. Like, automating the payment is not yet done, because it's a risk of monetary things. So that's why automation of payments is not yet revolutionized, because we must secure that. So the teams are working on it. The AI teams are working on it. Okay, but currently the payments are not yet fully automated. But now I'm giving you an example. Okay, multiple tasks will be there in your, what I can say, agent. Okay, it uses different tools. It completes one specific task in multiple steps. Okay, it can act with limited supervision, means you need not to stay with it. Okay, you need not to stay with it. It is automatically going to work. Okay, and it retains the context. You know what is context? Context is nothing but it is a kind of a small memory where it will stores the user's chart history, means chart context. Okay, let's say if you go to chat gpt, in one tab you are going to, like, let's say you want to build one small project, you will give all the data, all the details about your project over there. Yes or no? And in that specific chart it is going to understand everything about your project. But if you go to create a new chart, it is having very limited knowledge about that specific project. That is called as context. So in agentic ai, so you can retain the context across the whole workflow. Okay, so now let's try to understand why organizations are investing. Before I go ahead, I just want to pause myself and let's see if any questions were there from the students end. Okay, open for the questions. If you have any questions, please do let me know, or if everything, I will go ahead.
Harsha, there's actually one question in the Q&A.
Okay.
So someone's asked, so a penetration tester will potentially lose their job in the near future?
No, not really. So here pen testers are, see, the cybersecurity domain is a domain where untouchable by AI to replace, but not to increase the productivity. Okay, you can leverage UI. So I can tell you some domains, like let's say AI ML domain, cybersecurity domain, DevOps, and also SRE, like AWS or cloud infrastructure roles are yet to be touched by AI to be replaced. They are the jobs that can't be replaced, but you can make your job effective by using AI. As simple as that. So pen testers are not going to be replaced because you need to understand, you need to analyze the upcoming attacks, like the possible attacks. That is the main, that is one of the main jobs of the pen tester, right? So to um what I can say to um what I can say to what I can say to guess or to understand the impact, like how attackers might attack. It's kind of you acting as a attacker to check whether your website is vulnerable or not, to checking your system security by yourself, not rather than attacks. So here no AI can replace the pen testers, but it can help you to make your job more easier. Okay, uh, so hope that makes sense.
Yeah,
So
I think as a part of that question, someone else has asked, what about SOC L1 level?
yeah, so here SOC alerts are, the incidents are, let's say all the alerts are not identical. Let's say one alert is about something, second alert is something, and every day you might experience the new SOC alerts. So here you can build the AI agents, and also you can leverage AI to identify the SOC incidents and SOC alerts, and you can take the relevant actions with the help of AI. But here AI cannot going to replace completely SOC analysts. Okay, as far as my experience and the incidents that I have seen across the multiple firms. So here no individuals are affected during like no individuals are affected by AI, but they are benefited by AI because they are doing more jobs. They are leveraging and they were increase their SLAs. They are going to um, meet SLAs very correctly, and also they're making sure that this type of things will not recur, and they're taking very relevant actions. So it's kind of improved, and it's kind of what I can say, a kind of a very helpful teammate in the team. That's it. So it is here. It is going to help you, but it should not replace your brain. It should be your companion. You should take the suggestions. That's it. You should not replace AI with your brain completely. Okay, so nowadays I see some of my friends were without ChatGPT they can't write emails, right? So previously we used to use Grammarly and different kinds of platforms to rephrase our emails. Now everything has changed. Now nobody is investing their time to just write emails because they can use that time for different thing. So that is how here the time is going to optimized here. Okay, so now let's go ahead with this specific thing, like why organizations are investing in this specific domain. Okay, so here, of course, attackers are already using AI, as I mentioned. So now defense must match the automated attack speed. If they're attacking within seconds, we should also defend ourselves within seconds, and we should be capable of doing that. Okay, and also we should be making sure that we should stop the attacks, we should detect the attacks, and we should stop them, and we should mitigate them within seconds as speed as the attackers. Okay, and also there is a lot of talent gap. Of course, a lot of people know um, networking, they know about they are very good at Linux administration, they're very good at networking, and they're very good at tools, the pen testing tools, or they know everything about, they have the certifications also, SOC certifications. But now we should follow the what I can say, the firm's expectations and also the industry's expectations. So here it become like the AI skill, maybe the basic AI skills are made required for any tech role nowadays. Now I see whenever, like I see some of the interviews that we were supposed to test the candidates AI skills as well. Okay, previously I was asked to check whether the candidate is able to at least learn AI, because they should know basic stuff about AI. So what is tokens, what is RAG, or maybe what is LLMs. So basic stuff, very basic. They should not be very expert in that, but they should have at least the small, like minimal knowledge, expected knowledge. Okay. So and also whenever you see that alerts are getting increased in these days. Okay. So now SOC centers needs more talent, or maybe if the talent is not there, of course they are going to what I can say, create automate their specific tasks. As I see for SOC, the competition is comparatively low as with the software development, I say. So because of course there would be a competition between multiple domains, but when it comes to the comparison between the SOC or cybersecurity domain along with the what I can say, this specific software development, web development, full stack development, the competition is comparatively low. Okay, so like, and also the talent, or maybe the source in the talented individuals are also very low, because of course cybersecurity requires a lot of logical thinking, analytical thinking, and also it requires that spontaneous, that you should quickly understand the cybersecurity incidents and alerts, and you need to make sure, because every second matters over here. Okay, so agents are going to help within seconds. That's why organizations are investing more in the agents, or maybe in the era of AI. Okay, and this is proved in across the organizations like IBM and Google. Okay, so now let's try to understand the second part. The two sides, one is attacker and the second one is defender. So now, same technology. Here, everybody is using same technology, but the intentions are different. That's why the new phrases attacker, defender, these things are coming. Okay, so here the objective or intentions are changing the outcome of that specific operation or specific incident. Let's say I also know Linux, I also know SQL injection, and I also know I know all the security operations. So now my intention is to attack the system, steal the data, sell the data, get the money. That is one objective. So that is making me as an attacker. But when it comes to defending, here we need to make sure that using the same technology, that no attacks should happen. Using the same technology, our systems are secure. Okay, so same technology with two different outcomes. Okay, so if you talk about the attacker's approach, how they are going to attack. So now attacks previously are going to take some hours or maybe some days or sometimes months also. But now attackers are moving at a machine speed, and they are using agents to scan, adapt, and act with minimal human input. So here they can use multiple agents to scan the systems. Okay, so now there are multiple attacks like automated reconnaissance. So here It is the agent is going to map the attack surface at a machine speed. Okay, it is going to find the exposed assets, ports, and everything. Then teams can patch them. See, to identify the security patches, it takes multiple hours for the security analysts or maybe managers. But agent is going to resolve or going to conquer that specific task within seconds or within maybe minutes. Okay, prompt injection. So they are going to use agentic AI, maybe our AI tools. They feeds hidden instruction to AI tools. Let's say I'm using a very good prompt. They are going to inject very wrong instructions to my AI, and they are going to turn our organization's agents against it. Let's say I have given an agent which is going to defend. I have given a very good prompt to it. Now what attackers will do, they will inject very bad or very dangerous prompts to that specific prompt that we already given. Okay, so now privilege escalation. Okay, so now it chains a smaller weakness to gain a deeper access. So here even one weak point in the system can lead to the wider system control. That's why systems like especially banking systems, they are going to take care of each and every system. Okay, so in our firm we are not using AI to write mails here. We are building agents. We have our firm's own AI, okay, to make sure that everything was on site, not the external one. So here that's why firms are using to they're hiring AI engineers to build their own AI agents or maybe chart models for the own firm's internal needs. Okay, so now a shadow AI means it runs unapproved AI agents without oversight. Attackers will build AI agent and they will run that AI agent in our systems without any approval. And memory poisoning. It corrupts means we are storing a context for our AI agent. So attackers will distract or will completely clean that context, which which leads to malfunctioning of our AI agents. Okay, so now let's try to understand the defender's approach. Means us. How what are they going to do? They are going to use agentic AI for the threat hunting to detect the threats and to mitigate them, and security monitoring. They are going to monitor the systems continuously. Alert correlation. So they connect the related events into one clear picture and cuts through the alert overload, and they're going to take the actions autonomously. And we have the incident response, which contains which contains and isolates the threats within minutes. Let's say we have multiple alerts. You need to you need to segregate, or you need to manage each and every alert based on its nature, based on its what I can say department, or maybe based on its separate thing. Let's say the security is on backend systems or front end systems or database or our CI/CD pipelines, whatever. It is going to segregate. Okay, and also there are some SOC automation tools as well. Okay, it automates the repetitive security workflows. Let's say you have some Linux commands. Of course, I think you will be doing it using shell scripts. Now it is going to make, and you are going to run that shell scripts using cron jobs. You are going to automate them using cron jobs. But you can do more effectively using AI agents also, because cron jobs is a traditional agent. You can say something like that. But now agents are coming. So now teams are using agents to run the scripts or to detect the things. Okay. So around 67% of the security professionals already run agentic AI in depth. Okay. So if you're not, of course, you are already behind. The source for this number is a data, it's a dark trace, which is displayed in the year 2026. Okay, so that's why it is very important to learn about the agents. Okay, so how agent is going to work. Okay, so now a small live poll. Everyone, I'm displaying 4 different kinds of agents. Please tell me which of these agentic AI use cases was completely new to you. One, two, three, four. Srivatsava is asking non-IT can also move in with cybersecurity AI, right? That's why, yes, there are no restrictions for somebody to enter into cybersecurity career. It's just that it's a matter of right skills. That's it. If you have relevant skills, your previous background doesn't matter a lot. Okay. Yeah. Harirag is mentioning there are companies who have developed autonomous pen testing using AI. Yet, human touch is still needed to improvise it with the time, do refinement, etc. I completely support this Harirag statement because, of course, teams are using AI to automate the task, but it requires human intervention to check whether it is correct or not. Okay, exactly. Okay, so now let's go ahead. So now, what is this means for your career? Okay, so means agentic AI. What agentic AI means for your career? Okay, let's try to understand that. So, excuse me for this misalignment. Okay. So here, why the roles are changing. So here, these agents are handling the volumes. So you own the judgment. Let's say it is going to, let's say, 1,000 alerts came, and you are assigned with maybe 100 alerts. Okay. So now agentic AI scans each and every alert and suggests you to the fix. And here your task is to just judge whether that finalized decision by the agent is correct or not, and just approving the AI agent and checking whether the what were the steps taken by the AI. Okay, so from manual to the supervisory, you were supervisor for the specific agent. From reacting to directing, so instead of reacting, you are directing AI agents what to do. From a single skill to a dual skill. Okay, so that is how it is going to actually impact your role. Okay, so the skills employers are hiring for, of course, AI fundamentals, cloud security, security automation, threat detection, IAM, which is identity and access management, dual attack and defense fluency. After the cloud evolution like AWS, Azure, the security become much easier, of course, sometimes complex, and also it opened a lot of opportunities because now anybody can take own the infrastructure, cloud infrastructure. Okay, so these are basic skills that employers are looking for. Okay, like AI fundamentals, like how to build the agents, how agents work, what is the agent's workflow, what is the agent's pipeline, agentic AI pipeline, everything you should be able to understand, and it's a matter of your time. That's it. It is nothing, no magic, it's no rocket science. It's just you need a certain amount of time every day that you will learn about these things. Okay, so now where this takes your career. So here, of course, as I mentioned, $562.72 billion projected global cybersecurity market by 2032, and 62% growth in cybersecurity job roles over the past 5 years. Okay, if you see the roles like SOC analyst, CSE means cloud security engineers, security architects, cybersecurity consultants, threat hunter, new job. Okay, so forward now I see a new role is coming up within the firms like Google, like forward deployment engineer. Like it's kind of he takes care of everything from building apps to securing the apps. So the new roles are evolving with AI. Okay, so now what is next? So you know how AI agents are going to take care, or how they're going to help us in future. So now what is your next step as a current professional, or maybe the one who is willing to shift into this career, or maybe a student who is willing to pursue this career path? Okay, so building these skills step by step, it takes a lot of discipline and a lot of consistent efforts in your learning. Okay, so how you build these skills in a structured way? Okay, so now we have something, a very beautiful program that Sweta will explain you. I think I will hand over this to Sweta from here.
Yes, thank you so much, Harsha. That was really insightful. I'll quickly share my screen as well. All right. So I hope my screen is now visible to all of you. Okay. All right. So like Harsha was mentioning, you all came here to understand the impact of AI in cybersecurity. I hope all of you got great insights. And we got a lot of questions about if whether people can actually get into cybersecurity without any background in this field. So with that, we have a course. It's an AI powered advanced executive program in cybersecurity, and this is delivered in collaboration with IIIT Bangalore. So I'll quickly walk you through some of the key program features that we have as a part of this program. So if you're someone who's looking to build a long-term career in cybersecurity, it's very important to remember that learning individual tools is not enough anymore. So employers are looking for people who can actually solve real problems and real problems by implementation, and that is exactly what this program is trying to solve. One of the biggest advantages that you don't just learn from cybersecurity, but you will learn that by using AI. So AI mastery is one of the major emphasis that we are giving as a part of this program. Secondly, we have AI powered job assistance as well. That is another key highlight that we are providing. So as a part of this course, you're going to get access to AI powered resumes and LinkedIn updates, and also one mock interviews, because we all know that we've been in situations where you know the content but you don't perform in interviews, or something happens while you appear for the interview. So we have a system in place so you don't face any issues while giving your job interview. We also have an industry partnered curriculum. So you will get CEH version 13 AI training and EC Council exam voucher, and also Microsoft Learn access and badges as a part of this program. And finally, like I emphasized earlier as well, so you will have access to 30 plus global case studies and 100 plus guided assignments in cyber AI and 30 plus cutting edge AI and cyber tools. You will also have a few master classes with the faculty of IIIT Bangalore. So this is a great place to get the exposure all of you are looking for, especially in the field of cybersecurity. So if you are to look at the core modules that are covered, the curriculum is actually designed to take you from the fundamentals all the way to the advanced through real world cybersecurity skills. So you will start with core concepts like operating systems, scripting, networking, cryptography, and before moving into enterprise security, application security, malware analysis, and also ethical hacking. So what really makes this program stand out is the integration of AI throughout the curriculum. You will learn how AI is transforming both blue team and red team operations, and also from automating threat detection and response to understanding how attackers actually use AI, which we all had a conversation about earlier. And finally, you will bring everything together through a portfolio project that simulates real world cybersecurity scenarios. So by the end of the program, you won't just have theoretical knowledge, you will have practical experience and projects that you can actually showcase in your interviews, and that will probably give you that advantage while you appear for all the roles ahead. And let's talk about the skills that are covered as a part of this program. And I think one of the questions we often get is, will I learn enough to be job ready? And the answer is yes. And this slide will give you the reasons why. So this program actually covers over 21 in-demand skills that employers are actively looking for. So you will build a very strong foundation in areas like network security, vulnerability assessment, applications security, and also pen testing, while also learning advanced topics like ethical hacking, threat detection, malware analysis, and a lot more that you can see on the screen right now. What makes it specially relevant today is the AI component. Also, the discussion was around agentic AI. So you will learn how to use AI for threat detection and all the other things that we discussed earlier. By the end of this program, you will have all the skills applicable across cybersecurity roles, so you can feel confident in this field to deploy AI as well. And like Harsha mentioned earlier, so now it is important that you have some AI skills to clear cybersecurity roles as well. So if you're wondering what are some of the case studies and the tools covered, that you can now see that on the screen. So like I mentioned earlier as well, you will have hands-on learning exposure, and you will learn through real world case studies from leading organizations like OpenAI, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Netflix, and all of this. And there's a lot more. You can see all of this in detail if you go to the course page. In the interest of time, we will not be able to dive deep into any of these right now. But in the course page, you will have detailed information about the modules, about the topics that are covered, and also your projects. And we also get a lot of questions about the projects that are covered as a part of the program. So these are some of the main projects that we are covering. So there is vulnerability assessment and pen testing on simulated web app. Then there's digital forensics, recovering hidden data from JPG, cyber intrusion, Metasploit, and a lot more. So we will not, if you want in-depth understanding of what these projects cover, you can definitely talk to a learning advisor. So they will actually walk you through each module, what is covered, and they will also tell you your best fit based on your current portfolio and where you're standing. If you're a fresher, they will be able to give the right advice for you, and to also opt for this course and the benefits if you decide to go ahead with this. So you might all be wondering why choose Simplilearn. There are a lot of other places which provide the same kind of courses, but there are a lot of reasons why we stand out. So you have the option for Flexi Learn. So you will get you will have the flexibility to actually choose classes for weekdays or weekend sessions. You will have mentoring sessions. This I explained earlier as well. So you will have expert guidance from mentors for doubt clarifications and project assistance as well. You will definitely have a cohort manager for all of your queries. So we will ensure that there's somebody to help you throughout your learning journey, and you always have that support system with Simplilearn. And we also have technical capability enhancement. So you will learn from instructors who will equip you with hands-on skills and industry first curriculum. So these are some of the highlights, and we're really confident about what we provide. You can definitely take a look at the course page. I will show you the QR code shortly. Yeah, so if you want to learn more about this in detail, you can scan this QR. It will take you to the course page. It has all the details in depth. And for the course fee is 2,32,000. You have the option to pay this in installments as low as 10,388 per month. So consider this an investment. This could probably impact your career and help you land the job that you were aspiring to get. So sometimes it's important that we invest in learning, especially with AI coming up in every domain right now. So please go ahead and scan this QR code. And like I mentioned, if you want more details about this course, we have learning advisors who can help you with the same. I'll quickly launch a poll. If you would like to know more about this course, you can click on a yes. And if you're interested to enroll, you can click on a yes. And our advisors will reach out to you at the earliest. So please give me a minute and I will quickly share the poll with all of you.
Shweta, sorry to interrupt. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
shall I take one or two questions that were already in
sure,
Q&A, which I
sure.
feel worth
Yeah,
answering?
absolutely.
So one of the learners is asking, so what is your opinion about a GRC as a career? Is it good for freshers or not? So basically, that's a very good question to ask. So as far as I know, GRC is basically making sure the company follows the rules and manages the risk properly, right? So thinking like complaints things and audits and policies, etc. So it's a great option if you like tech but don't want to code all the day. Okay, so you should start with basics like some certifications will be there, which were something like ISO 27 something is there as far as I know. And also Cisco related certificates also there. CISA certification is there. And try to understand the cloud basics also, since the companies want GRC people who actually get the tech. Okay. Of course, the pay, like the compensation is solid, and the work-life balance is also better than pure engineering roles. So yeah, that is what I can tell. And also, some people are asking, most of the L1 operations are being replay like being automated because it's kind of repetitive tasks. So of course most of the L1 tasks are repetitive, like checking alerts, gathering info, following checklist, right? So AI is really good at that part now. It can it can look at the alert, it can pull the related information together and tell if it's serious or just something which can be ignored. So a lot of that basic task is already being automated, but AI still struggles with judgment. Okay, like understanding, is this a big deal or not? Is this going to affect the company's systems or not? Or explaining things to people and handling tricky situations. So humans are still needed for that. So what's really happening is companies need fewer people just watching alerts all day, but they need they still need a people to review that what AI flags, handle tricky cases, and improve that AI system itself. So my honest advice is, if someone is starting out in SOC L1 roles, don't just plan to be an alert checker long term. Try to go fast into things like, I can say, detection engineering, and we have risk analysis, root cause analysis, or handling complex incidents. Okay, so yeah, that's what I can actually tell you. So yeah, and also somebody were asking me, as an SRE, have you seen agentic AI help reduce alert or improve MTTR in real what I can say real environment, like real production environments? Yes, mainly in triage and diagnosis stages, but not full remediation. Okay, so of course, when something breaks, a big chunk of time goes into understanding what went wrong. But here, AI can quickly check the logs, recent changes, change management databases, and the past similar issues, and give a quick summary what happened and what I can do, which saves a lot of time and manual digging. It also cuts down alert noise. Instead of getting 20 alerts for the same issue, what it will do, it will group all the same alerts into one single alert. So it will only trigger only one single alert that, Harsha, this specific service is having some security issues, check. Okay, so for actually fixing things, AI is allowed only to do safe, simple actions like restarting a very small service, or maybe clearing the cache, something like that. So anything still needs a person to approve it. So overall, this can cut the resolution time by 30 to 35 or maybe 50% also sometimes for common issues, not because of AI replace engineers, but because it removes the slow, repetitive, and manual work. Okay, so that's what I can tell.
Thank you for answering all of their questions, Harsha. I can see a lot more questions about the course. Again, because of the interest of time, we will not be able to dive deep into the course details. So I hope all of you have responded with a yes here. If you still have questions, I saw some questions about CISSP. You can go to the course page, and there will be an option to talk to the advisor. You click on that, and our team will be there to help you. So I'm going to quickly end this poll right now. I really hope to see a lot of you as a part of Simplilearn's journey. And with that, I will also, I'll launch the next poll, which is the certificate poll. So all of you, please share your full names as you want in the certificate. We already have captured your email IDs. So you will be receiving your certificate, the slide deck, and the recording to your email IDs within the next 48 working hours. So if you don't receive it within that time, then you can write to us at webinars@simplilearn.net. And if this poll is not visible to a few of you, again, you can write to us at webinars@simplilearn.net. I'll just quickly write that in the chat for your reference if you guys are facing any issues in accessing this poll right now. All right. So, as you all are sharing your responses, I think I will quickly take this time to thank Harsha for such a wonderful session. It was great hearing from you. Learned a lot. It was really insightful to be a part of this webinar for me as a host, and I'm sure I saw the questions that they asked. So I'm hoping that was really impactful for all of them as well. And before we wrap up, I always ask the guest speakers if they would like to leave the audience with any one piece of advice before we wrap up. So, would you like to share your thoughts on that?
Sure, sure. So I really had a great time this evening post work today. I'm having a very stressful day at maybe I'm handling some monitoring things, but now my habit is talking to students and maybe listening to them, talking to them makes my day very good. So thanks to everyone for your time, and thanks Sweta for inviting me for this session and making me a part of this journey. And when it comes to advice, so I simply follow. Um, I think it's relevant. It's redundant, or it's everybody will say this, but consistency is the key. I also felt the same when my seniors told that. But later I realized consistency is key not only for this. I built a gym habit. I built a lot of habits with consistency. So built a small atomic habits. Let's say you are going to learn agentic AI. So set a habit of reading or doing hands-on about agentic AI every day for 10 minutes. So let's say um, habits works like this. You need not to get 100% productivity over it. It's just showing up. Let's say you just opened laptop and read for 5 minutes. That's completely fine. And second day you open laptop and just read for 10 minutes. That's completely fine. So here it's just showing up. It builds the habit. And also very important thing is, if you miss today, don't miss tomorrow. So here one day is emergency, but 2 days creates a pattern of missing the habits. So any whatever it happens, I do follow the same for my gym activity. I do follow the same for my all day to day activities. Maybe drinking 4 liters of water one day, I might miss 4 liters of water, but I can at least drink 3 liters of water. So here it's just that, to not break your habits, just make it at least something to happen. Okay, it's not only about this cybersecurity or anything in our daily life. Just creating small atomic habits, checking them every day with at least small wins, celebrating small wins makes a lot of difference. Okay, so yeah, that's it. That is a simple advice I can give. And keep track of habits. Don't miss 2 days. Miss one day, but don't miss second day. That creates a pattern. That is very. I am telling you as an experienced person, because just missing second day as my gym, I didn't went to gym for 2 months. So don't do that. Okay, don't do that.
Thank you so much, Harsha, for that wonderful advice. I think it applies to everyone, something that a lot of people, including me, struggle with this consistency. So, hoping to build that habit, and I hope all of you are also consistent. With that, I'm going to end this poll right now. It was wonderful to have you guys also. I think it's always a good webinar, depends on the kind of audience we have. And today, you guys were amazing. Thank you all for staying back. I know a lot of you would have had a long day at work and you still came and attended this webinar. So thank you so much. I really hope to see you all as a part of Simplilearn, or at least for our upcoming webinars. I wish you all the very best in whatever career that you choose, and hope you all have a wonderful day tomorrow. So thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to end this webinar right now.